First of all, Sembler is an excellent company. I want them to come to the site. I want them to build. I think that they're a great company. I think that more choices for consumers is good. I think that competition is good. I think that capital investment is good. All of these things are good things, and I hope that they come. Here's where I have a problem. What we're essentially doing here, and no matter how you code it, how you spin it, how you explain it, at the end of the day, a retail mall is going to be developed. And whether you agree with a $40 million estimate in some instances or a $140 million estimate in some instances, no one really knows because it depends on the amount of sales over a 15-year period of time as to what sort of public subsidy there's going to be. The bottom line is there are going to be public tax dollars used to help build this private mall. And that raises three issues that I'd like to touch on very briefly. First is the equitable issue. We have malls in Beaufort County right now that are struggling to make ends meet and about to shut down. We have malls that are about 5 or 6 miles away where the developer is putting $40 million of his own private capital in the project in order to compete in today's environment. What am I supposed to say to them and to the shops in Bluffton and Hilton Head and Beaufort that are out there working hard, cutting payroll, advertising, using their own dollars to upgrade? They don't have the ability to come up here in Columbia to lobby for these breaks. They don't have the ability to get upwards of $100 million of assistance. There is a severe equitable issue here that needs to be addressed. Secondly, I think there's the argument is it a good investment of taxpayer dollars? Boeing is one thing. You're creating manufacturing. You're bringing in skilled labor. You're bringing in electrical engineers. You're bringing in suppliers and spin-off businesses. I would argue to you that the body of economic analyses out there shows that retail doesn't significantly increase economic growth. What it does is it shifts consumption patterns within that defined pie. I mean, what's going to happen is people are going to, instead of shopping on Hilton Head or in Bluffton or in Beaufort, they're going to shop at this new mall. And so you have an allocation of retail consumption within an existing pie. And is that what we want to be spending our tax dollars on in these tight times? We want to go ahead and spend $100 million so that somebody can shop instead of Tanger Outlet Mall or Shelter Cove Mall, they can shop at Sembler. I think it's a bad economic investment, and I have yet seen an independent, reputable economic report that shows, like a corporation would show to shareholders, that we're investing taxpayer dollars wisely. I would also tell you there's a substantial question as to whether this is constitutional. The Attorney General issued an opinion about a year ago in regard to retail tax incentives that were offered in regard to Cabela's. You may recall that. And I've got a copy of the opinion here, and the opinion relies upon a case that was decided by the Supreme Court, the Anderson case, 265 South Carolina 153, and it analyzed incentives of this nature in the context of the following, where the Act undertakes to permit the city to effectually promote business undertakings to compete in free enterprise with other businesses which do not have the advantage which the Act would give. So in other words, Boeing is one thing. You've got Boeing and you've got Airbus. I mean, it's not like you had Airbus competing in a neighboring county. But you do have other retail operations competing in this area. And this falls directly on point in regard to this Attorney General's opinion about how incentives of this nature are suspect to constitutional challenges. What this General Assembly would be doing, in my humble opinion, is asking for a lawsuit. You're asking for a lawsuit. This isn't Boeing. This isn't BMW. This is giving a huge leg up to a retail mall that other existing malls and stores do not have in that area. So I think for those three reasons, bad investment of tax dollars, inequitable to competition, subject to constitutional challenge. And finally, I would say this, and I'll close my remarks so that you can hear from some others. And Senator Peel, you've touched upon this earlier. We have a flood, a literal flood of incentive deals coming in now. And all around the rallying cry, we need to create jobs. We need to be doing something. We need to be seen as doing something. We need to do something for jobs. I think we lose sight of the notion that government doesn't create jobs. Government's job isn't to go out there in the private sector and pick winners and losers and provide massive incentive deals to make them succeed. Government's job is to keep taxes low for everybody, keep regulations low for everybody, allow them to compete, and the free market has made this nation great. The free market through competition has forced individuals to compete, provide better products at lower prices, at higher quality. And once you start messing with that free market system, once you start giving competitors unfair advantages to where they don't need to succeed in the marketplace through excellence, they succeed by buying subsidies in the General Assembly, we lose the thing that has made this nation great. So for those three reasons, I think this is a bad idea. I think it's an especially bad idea in a year like this when we're about $500 million in the hole and making ends meet. I would urge this committee give it very serious study and have these questions answered, because taxpayers are going to want to know what they're getting with the investment of tax dollars. Thank you very much.